All right, good morning, everybody. We're going to start with our toe lifts. Like I said, I'm just like a smidgen behind. You get one thing that starts to act up a little bit, and it just kind of goofs everything up. All right, heels up, right, left. So right and left. Okay. I have to count how many exercises we have today. Right leg, we're gonna swing it front to back. So it is the week of Christmas, at least right now. So we're going to do Christmas theme workouts this week. 4, 3, switch it over to the other side, swing it front to back. So today we've got 10 exercises. We're gonna do 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. We have 2 rounds, and then we have a set of exercises down on the floor. Good, switching over to the other side. We're gonna take it out and a little cross in front. So just imagine you're kicking that soccer ball. Just get a nice good swing, kick it across the corner. 2. Good, switch it to the other leg, out and cross. Good, 4, 3, 2, switching to the other side, hip circles, heel down, toe up. A little bit of a stiff knee. We're just gonna circle those ankles, or circle those hips. Change direction. We're doing the other end from your ankles. 4, 3, switch it over to the other leg, heel down, toe up. I was thinking, I have to get everything figured out today. Take some deep calming breaths, right? Change direction. We're gonna do a few more on this side. 4, 3, 2, bring it in, feet hip width apart. We're gonna go for our slow deadlifts. I am gonna get on beat. So hinge, 2, up, 2. You ever have one of those days? That's the way this day is turning out for me. But if you get my newsletter, our challenge for today is just gonna take those calming breaths, right? It's just to take a moment. Good, we're gonna speed it up. So hinge and lift. So it's just to take a moment. So if you're feeling a little overwhelmed, feeling a little bit stressed, you just find somewhere quiet just for a moment and take those breaths. Good, let's hinge it forward, reach it down towards the floor, open and close your book. So open that shoulder back behind you, reaching up towards the ceiling. 2, bring it all the way up, slow squat. Sit your hips to your heels, stand up nice and tall. So down, 2, up, 2. So how deep you go is up to you. It does not have to be a super, super deep squat. We just want to work on technique. Some of this is going to depend on how much you can bend your hips, knees, and your ankles. Some of it is going to depend on your core posture. 1 more. Stand up nice and tall, arm circles up and back, and then we're going to come back to the front, switching sides. Circle it back, back around to the front. It's okay if your circle is a little bit smaller. Just think about leading with the shoulder, elbow and wrist follow. So circle it up and back, bring it back around. Up and back around. Good, couple more. 1 more. Good, forward step and reach. So take it forward, pull it back, squeeze the shoulder blades. It's just a nice good pull. You can stretch the taffy, stretch that resistance band. Step, reach across the body. Step, corner to corner. Shoulder reaches towards the other side of your body. 4, 3, 2, side lunge, step it out to the side, hold it in place. So we're waking up those hips a little bit more, focusing on bracing the core, so just the lower body is moving. Hold it in the center, hands on the thighs, cat-cow. Exhale. So in and out. So it's a little pelvic tuck, a little bit of a rounding. Head is staying above your heart here. So squeeze the shoulders, gentle arch, pull it in. So expand the ribs, exhale the breath. In. Good, 1 more. Let's bring it all the way up, side step, press the hands back. So our workout today is a combination of upper body, lower body, and cardio. Double touch, we're gonna add a curl right here. Double touch and curl. Kick yourself in the backside. 4, 3, 2, just hamstring curls. Just curls, tricep, press it back. Good, 8, 7, 4, 3, tap it to the side, right, left, reach, corner to corner. Reach it up overhead, lift and lift. Reach across the body, 4, 3, overhead, reach. Good, last time, cross, overhead. Give yourself a little bit of room. We're gonna go for our plank walkout. So feet hip width are a little bit wider. Hinge it forwards. Walk it out to a nice good plank position. Hold it, and then walk yourself all the way back up to standing. So little hamstring stretch. This is kind of like an inchworm, but we're only going forward and back. So it's not quite the same, but it's just a nice good plank walkout. If you don't want to go down to the floor, then you are welcome to use that chair. You want to keep the chest over the seat of the chair. You want to keep that chest in line if you're using a wall or a countertop. Let's bring it all the way back up. Bring it into the center. We're just going to do our heel stomps or jump if you feel up to jumping. If you're not ready to jump today, then just stomp your heels. Good, 4, 3, march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders, grab a quick drink of water, and we're gonna get ready for our first Christmas theme workout for the week. So we are going to do 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. First exercise is Snowman Steps, right side only. So Snowman Steps, right leg is going to step forward into a lunge, and then you're going to take your right leg and step back into a lunge. So it's just a pass-through lunge, forward and reverse. So 45 seconds in 4, 3, 2, 1. So Snowman Steps, right leg. Step it forwards. You can pause in the middle, then the right leg is going to step it back. If you don't want to do a pass-through, you can just do a reverse lunge or a forward lunge. It's fine. Well, we're going to step and then step. How deep you go is between your hips, knees, and toes. So just nice, good. Step it forwards, bring it in, and step it back. The pass-through is kind of nice because you're actually getting right leg and left leg. And it's also working on a little bit of balance. If you want to make it harder, you don't pause in the middle. You can add a knee, or you just go from front right to the back. Good, bring it in. Reindeer rows, deadlift to row, deadlift with row. So shoulders down and back, feet hip width. We're gonna reach down, and we're gonna take care of the reindeer's feed bags. So we're gonna hinge, lift it up, and then stand. So hinge, drive the elbows, and stand tall. So deadlift with row, drive it back, standing nice and tall. So it's a good hinge, belly's in, ribs are tucked. Good, 15 seconds. And we're gonna do our Snowman Steps on the other side. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, switching over to the other side, pass through lunge. Your Snowman Steps, left leg goes forward into a lunge, left leg goes back into a lunge. 2, and 1. So left leg, step it forwards, tap, and step it back. So we do have a lot of lunges today, but that's okay. You can always modify. You can always just do reverse lunges. So good step, drop, step, and drop. It can be a small lunge. You just want to focus on knees staying over your shoelaces on that front foot, and then rolling through your big toe on the back foot. Good, 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, Fruitcake Flys. So light to medium weight, we're just gonna do a rear fly. And I don't know how you feel about fruitcake, but I'm gonna be just using my arms and chucking those fruitcakes. 2 and 1. So lift, down, lift, and down. You are welcome to do both arms at the same time, or you can alternate right, left, work on a little core stability. So try to get a little bit forward folded, soften your knees as much as you need to keep that spine nice and neutral. Lift the arms up and back, squeeze the elbows, or not squeeze the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit, but really think back of the shoulder here. Good, 10 seconds, and we're gonna do jack cross jumps, which is gonna be 1 squat, 1 heel lift, or 1 squat, 1 jump, 2, and 1. All right, jack cross jumps. You're gonna add a jump every time, or you're gonna add a squat every time. So 1 squat, heel lift or jump. 2 squats, 1 heel lift or jump. Your time is on. So we're gonna start 1, heels up. 2 squats, heel up or jump. 3 squats. So we add on a squat every time, and then a heel lift or a jump. So I want you to count how far you get. I want to see if the second round you can meet or beat this number. So for me, this is 5 and my jump. Here's 2 and 1. All right, remember that number. Package presses. We're going to pick up a package and we're going to put it up in the closet so that hopefully it doesn't get found. So we're going to curl to press. 2 and 1. So curl, press, and down. If you want to do 1 dumbbell in each hand, go for it. If you want to do 1 dumbbell and hold it on the ends, that's okay too. I'm going heavier. I'm going to alternate. You are welcome to do both arms at the same time. So we're taking those packages, putting them up in the closet, hopefully where they're out of sight. Good. We've got about 10 more seconds and we're gonna go skating. It's winter. The lakes are finally starting to ice up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, dumbbells down. We're gonna go for our skaters. So you can just skate side to side, or you can skate and kind of go down into a curtsey, like you're getting ready to go around those corners. 2 and 1. So option 1 is right here. We're just gonna speed skate, take the legs back. So step and tap. If you wanna add a little cross, a little hop to the side, reach to the floor, or here. So it's kind of a cross between a skater and a curtsey. Now you're more than welcome to keep it low impact right here. If you can add that little toe tap back, we're gonna really hit those glutes. So just think about skating. If you're skating or you're cross-country skiing, good squeeze. We've got less than 10 seconds, and we have our twinkling triceps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Twinkling triceps, we're gonna do press back, kick back, and forward. So we're combining 2 exercises for the triceps in the back of the arm. 3, 2, and 1. So hinge it forwards, straight arm press, bend the elbow, straighten the elbow, lower it down. back, bend, straighten, and lower. Shoulders away from the ears. We are working on the tricep at the shoulder, working on a little bit of lats, and we're working on the tricep at the elbow. Most muscles have at least 2 attachment points, usually top and bottom, or closer to the center of your body, farther away from the center of your body. Good, 5 seconds. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Gift givers. Side lunge with a forward press. So option 1, hand at the chest. Step it out, give your gift, step it in. Option 2, step it out, stand, give the gift here. Your time is on. So option 1, we press it at the bottom. Option 2, we step out, we press it in the middle. You choose what's going to feel better for you. So nice, good reach. Ribs are tucked. Again, I always say belly's in. Just means tuck your ribs under a little bit. Get that spine in a nice stable position. 10 seconds. And we have Santa swings. We've got to get that bag of presents up and over our shoulder. 2 and 1. All right, Santa swings. You can do a wood chop right in the center, or you can do kind of a dumbbell swing. Your time is on. So you can just do swings right here, or you can add a little bit of a curl. Just remember not to hit your shoulders with your dumbbells. So swing and lift. So just imagine we've got that heavy bag full of presents. We're gonna take it back and we gotta swing it up to our shoulders and not let it pull us over backwards. That's the hard part. Don't let that bag pull you over backwards. I've had that happen a couple times. My pack, when I hike, it's kind of big and bulky. If you're not careful, it'll swing you right over backwards. 2 and 1. Dumbbells down, walk around, grab a drink, shake it out a little bit. First round is done. We have one more round, and then we're gonna go down to the floor. Remember, you don't have to go to the floor. You have modifications to stay standing. So we're gonna do round 2, 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. Or if anybody wants to, you can just do 60 seconds work and no rest and just go from one to the next. But I'll still let you know when there's 45 seconds or when there's 15 seconds to rest. But fun times, right? Just depends how you're feeling. We're gonna go back to our snowman steps on the right side. We've got 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Snowman steps. So pass through lunge, right foot, step it forwards, and then try not to pause in the middle and go right into your reverse lunge. So forward and reverse. And it's okay if your step is here. This is still working coordination, still working a little bit of legs, but the deeper you go, the harder this will be for the leg that's in front. So step and step. You can drive that knee up, hold your balance, drop the knee towards the floor. 10 seconds, and we have our Reindeer Rows. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Reindeer Rows, deadlift with a row. Got a lot of reindeer, so we've got to hinge over, pick up that feed bag. Get ready and carry it to the next spot. 2 and 1, shoulders down. Hinge, drive, stand tall. Think about pushing the hips back and then hinge at the hips. So it's kind of a break at the hips, go forwards, lift, and stand. Deadlifts. This style of deadlift is a little bit more knee safe. there's not a lot of knee bending, but you're still gonna really work your hamstrings and your glutes and your core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So short rest. Snowman steps. Snowman steps. And if anybody wants to keep going, you can. I'm going to take my 15 seconds of rest today. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So take it forward, pause in the middle, reverse, pause in the middle. You can step, but I just say try to tap. But you can take it forward and take it back. So little step and little step. All depends on how your body is feeling today. Good, 15 seconds. Definitely starting to feel around 2. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fruitcake Flys. You can either be chucking those fruitcakes, or you can have a whole bag of them, and you can just be passing them out to whoever is interested. Shoulders down, hinge it forward, pass the fruitcake. Think about taking it out of the bag, passing it to the next person in line. Fruitcakes seem to be one of those, you love them or you hate them. There doesn't seem to be a middle. You either love your fruitcake or you're just not a fan. And I think like anything else, it's also just who made the fruitcake. I've seen some very interesting looking fruitcakes. Good, 15 seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, Jack Frost jump. So it's the add-on squat with 1 heel lift or 1 jump. I made it to 6 squats and 1 heel lift. So I'm gonna try to make it again. 2 and 1. 1 squat, heel lift. 2 squats, 1 heel lift. 3 squats, 1 heel lift, or 1 jump. So it kind of depends how you're feeling today. This is just a nice, good body weight exercise. I am working my way. I'm gonna get really close. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Package presses. Package presses. So I made it to my 6 and was able to get 2 more squats in. 2 more squats. Good, 3, 2, 1. Package press. So pick up the package, put it in the closet. So nice, good curl, nice, good press. So just think about lifting up that item, or think about reaching up, because you're gonna put the star on top of the tree. Now your tree might be like mine. It's sitting on my treadle, and it's only like 2 feet tall. It's an itty bitty little tree. But you gotta put the star, you gotta put the ornament on that tree. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Speed skaters. Speed skaters. So it's icy. We're gonna go skating. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. So side step. You can do a little cross behind, or you can side step and just kind of do a little kick. So we know when we skate, we don't do the scrape, right? We kind of do a little bit of an angled push up, a little bit of a turn. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you add that cross. Or can you add in a little bit of a curtsey You ever seen the speed skaters going around the track? They get really low, get closer as they go around the corners. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Twinkling triceps. Twinkling triceps. So that's our press back with our kickback. Here's 2 and 1. Hinge it forwards. We're gonna press it back, in, back, and lower. Shoulders away from the ears. A little bit of lats, a little bit of shoulders. So triceps where they attach at the shoulder, triceps where they attach at the elbow, core because we're bracing, and lats just like when we do pullovers on the floor. Good, 15 seconds. So this is an opportunity for a little bit of recovery, heart rate and breathing. 2 and 1. Gift givers. That is our side lunge with our press out, and you decide how heavy that gift is going to be. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So option 1, out, press, and up, or out, up, and then press. Doing that in the standing position, a little bit easier, but you still want to brace your core. Try not to let that dumbbell pull you over, and try not to let yourself arch your low back. The farther out the dumbbell goes from your body, the more it's going to challenge you. So it can be little press out. 10 seconds. We're gonna swing that bag of presents over our shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. One more exercise standing. And then we're gonna do a really quick workout on the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just our little swing. I'm adding in the curl. A lot of times we swing, and what are we doing? We're trying to pick something up so that we can carry it a little bit easier. We don't want to go down and arch here. Little hinge, just like we're doing a deadlift, a little bit faster, not as deep. Add a little momentum. Good, 15 seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down, little shakeout. We're gonna head down to the floor. You come down when you're ready. If you're not ready and you wanna stay standing, you're more than welcome to stay standing. We're not gonna do 45 seconds, we're gonna do 30 seconds, 30, 10. We have 7 exercises. We're just gonna do everything once. So we're gonna do reverse snow angels. If you're standing, you can do regular snow angels against a wall, or you can just do standing snow angels here. We're gonna do Prancer's push-ups, regular push-ups, banded chest press, incline push-up. Tinsel twists are gonna be Russian twists or core rotation. Chimney climbers is our mountain climbers, and if you're standing, you can jog. If you want cardio, you can just march. Christmas tree is a side plank. You can do a farmer's carry one side and then the other, and then Christmas crunches. You can do mummies, or you can do standing crunches, or sit in a chair, hold on, and do some knee lifts if you want to get a little bit more lower abs today. So we're gonna start with our prone snow angels. We're doing 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. We're gonna take it all the way down onto our tummies. So 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So 30 seconds. So snow angels, just arms overhead, arms down to your hips. You can do this standing. We're all squeezing our glutes, tucking our ribs. If you have a wall available, you can do this with your back against a wall. Your feet will be a few inches away, but we just want to reach it overhead and bring it down. Good, 5 seconds, and we're gonna go for push-ups. 2 and 1. 10 seconds rest, and we're gonna go for push-ups. I'm gonna do all the way down, all the way up. 2 and 1. So I'm all the way down, I'm gonna come all the way up. I'm gonna go all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. If you're standing, banded chest presses. If you're on the floor, make sure that we're not lifting and then lifting our hips. Before you come up, tighten your core, come up as one piece. 3, 2, and 1. Flipping onto our buns. We're going for tinsel twists. This is our Russian twists. Or if you're standing, you're just gonna do elbow towards the opposite knee. Your time is on. So we're just going corner to corner, shoulders away from the ears, little rotation. If you don't wanna rotate, I want you to just hold. We're just gonna reach and reach. We're passing the presents down the circle from one side over to the other. Good, 10 seconds. We're gonna go chimney climbers. So mountain climbers, or if you prefer, you can do dead bugs. Just think about climbing up that chimney. Good, all right, mountain climbers. Mountain climbers. Or if you're standing, you can jog, you can climb a ladder right here. So drive, drive. So you can be doing dead bugs. We're core stability. Again, if you're standing, just a nice good march, reach those arms up, climb up that ladder. Even though I know that none of us are gonna take those Christmas lights down until it's above freezing, which is like March, maybe. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, Christmas tree, side plank, right side, left side, and then we have crunches. So pick your position, 2 and 1. So we're the Christmas tree, laying on its side. You can be on your knees if you prefer. You can reach the arm up and over, personal preference. If you're standing, farmer's carry. So nice and tall, good reach, lift it up. Think about squeezing an orange between your ribs and your hips. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, switching it over to the other side. Same thing. And then we're gonna go to our Christmas crunches, which is 1 reverse crunch, 1 regular crunch, 2, and 1. Bring it up, shoulders over your wrists or your elbows if you're on your elbows. You can have knee down, but pull your hip away from the floor. Almost like you're trying to stretch this side of the body by lifting the other side away from the floor. Less than 10 seconds. We've got crunches. 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully bring it in onto our backs. 1 reverse crunch, 1 regular crunch. If you are standing, mummy kicks or standing crunches, you choose. 2 and 1. So I'm going to do 1 regular crunch, 1 reverse. 1 regular, 1 reverse. So crunch up and lower, reverse and lower. Good, less than 15 seconds to go, and we're gonna stretch. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a little bit of a break. If you're standing, walk around, shake it out. If you're on the floor, hang out on the floor for a little bit. Bring it into the center. gonna do our 90-90s, hands by the hips. We're just gonna take our legs to one side and then over to the other. If you don't wanna have your legs bent, you can take your legs out straight and you can just do windshield wipers. You just have to find an exercise that is gonna kind of wiggle your hips in a way that feels good. So you start with straight legs, you start with your wiggles, and then you can start with little wiggles here. Don't feel you have to absolutely get your legs to the floor. That comes with time. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it into the center. Bottoms of the feet touching. Pull them in as much as you can. Sit as tall as you can. I like to grab my feet and I'm going to sit up tall and I'm going to pull up and in a little bit on my toes, and it's going to help me kind of press those knees out to the side a little bit, but you do what feels comfortable. We want to get a stretch, but we want to be able to keep moving afterwards. Good, let's take those legs out into a straddle. Your straddle might be here. Some of you might have a really big straddle. Again, we're gonna sit nice and tall. If you're really tight, you might be leaning back, but we're still sitting tall. You can start to walk yourself until you're sitting straight, and then you might be able to add a little bit of a reach forwards, but I'm reaching in from my hips. So nose presses forwards versus forehead going down to the floor. So I'm trying to press my chest out. There's something on the floor ahead of me. I want to reach and see if I can grab it. So every time we exhale, see, can we relax just like another millimeter? Bring it into the center. We're going to take our right leg out straight, left leg, we're going to cross the foot over. We're going to sit nice and tall, and we're going to start by pulling your left knee towards your right shoulder up and over. If your spine is okay with it, you're going to take your arm and kind of dig it into your knee or your thigh, and you can add a turn. If you're not feeling that flexible today, just pull your knee to your opposite shoulder and focus on your hips and your glutes. Release, switch it over to the other side, leg is out, cross that foot, again, sit as tall as you can. Start by pulling your knee towards your opposite shoulder. You can grab behind the thigh. I like to grab the outside of my knee and try to press it over, or you can reach across, dig that elbow into that thigh, still sitting tall, add a little turn. I take my hand and I set it on the floor to kind of help me a little bit. Bring it into the center, flip it over, hands and knees. We're going for child's pose. So tuck the toes under, sit your hips back towards your heels. Reach it out. We're gonna do a little bit of a flow. So tuck your chin, round your spine. Pull yourself through into a plank position. Option, point your toes, drop your hips, and lift it up. Good, tuck the toes under. We're gonna do a couple more. Sit your hips back. If you don't want to tuck and round, just pull yourself to a nice good plank, and when you get to the top, you can still point your toes and just squeeze your glutes. You don't have to drop the hips to the floor. Good, one more time, tuck the toes under, hips back to heels, tuck, round, roll through, lift, point your toes, squeeze your glutes, option, drop your hips. Tuck the toes under, walk your hips back towards your heels, hands towards your knees. Give yourself a moment, take your strong leg around to the front. We're gonna come up to a standing position. If you need to stay seated, that's okay too. You're gonna take a nice deep breath in, hands behind the ears. Exhale. Good, inhale behind the ears, exhale behind the back. One more time, in and out. Hold it here. One hand grabs the other, pull the shoulders down and back, reach it. Ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring the head up. We're going to look to one side, look to the other. 2, 1, bring it into the center, big breath in, spread the fingers, spread the toes, and exhale. One more time. And you are all done.